What is the perfect love spell? Woo! Well, for many years, I was in search for that to try and figure out which spirit can help me out with this. Which one can help me finally have the person that I care about be able to be able to give me the fulfillment I always wanted, and this, that, and the other. So I had to learn a lot about different spirits to work with and kind of figure out for myself what the best love spell would be. And the first spirit I worked with was Sallos of the Goetia. And I worked with him because it says he's peaceful and he's just all around a good character, I'll put it that way. So I was like, all right, if I can tiptoe in here, I'll work with him and then everything will be fine. And every girl I would ask for his help with, within 2 weeks, something that girl would show her true color, either on social media or just who she is and how she acts, showing that she wouldn't be the right match, like dead on in front of me. Or I would go up to him after I did the petition and my stomach would feel sick. And I love people. I can talk to people. Like having that intention, going up to someone, I just felt terrible. And he he'd always basically show me true colors of things and bring the light right out right off the get, so I didn't spend any more time obsessing. And I remember even quitting smoking cigarettes and asked for his help with a girl, and he said sure. And then after I quit, I was like, come on, what's going on? And he's like, just keep bettering yourself. Which overall, you're going to see that's the overarching thing about love spells. I digress though. So I work with Sitri, and it was not over someone who I had a crush on, but it was someone who I followed on IG, and I said, you know what, just show me what you can do. I want to see what your influence has. Well, there starts to be like she starts getting into these skimpy clothes, asking these questions, and then responding to any message. Like I would just send it out of nowhere. I never really talked to her. But after I did that, I said, "What's up?" And just boom, boom, boom all the time, and I was like, "Holy crap!" And over time, eventually, it was like probably like a week, maybe a week and a half. I was like, "All right, Citri, don't have any more influence, and I want to see what happens." And then the person didn't respond ever again, and I'm like, "Wow, that's really crazy." And it just brought to light that that's a little bit how he works. And also made me think, like, if I had to constantly ask the spirit for help for to make someone like me, like what's the point? Like then you're basically not having fulfillment because you don't have confidence in yourself. Another part of the grand scheme. And then when I worked with D'Antolian, this is like when I was like knocking on multiple different spirit stores and helped to make this one girl like me. He basically helped show me, like, you can't microwave things. It's not microwave for a concoction of love. It's more than that. And it was kind of like, well, why are you calling all these people here? And he looks so cool. I like all the masks. And I got to just kind of see, like, I want to put more into this. I start, really pushing down on offerings and all these other things that just kind of like these little pieces to help me understand ritual magic in the first place. And yeah, that was it really for that. And then Astarte, I with her working with her, it felt like I had to go to the underworld for a few months, and she eventually said I need to work with Belial as well. And that made me have to face myself in the mirror, my shadow, and realizing how I would hide as much as I could and just call it the shadow and not being able to full express, and how that comes out, and needing true self-love, seeing yourself as beautiful, because if you don't see yourself as great, how you expect everyone else to want to see it? And then you're feeling like you're a battery, you're draining other people to get what you want to hear, when if you don't, like, it's just it's a nonstop bad process that you just need to have that self restoration by yourself, via yourself, and to love yourself. And then, which comes down to, what is the perfect love spell? Well, I think it's either one of two things. One, get yourself to love yourself more so you can be able to shine brighter and do so much more for yourself, because then you're not trying to absorb and look for things in other people. Or with King Beleth, what I did was I asked for the greatest person that's going to fulfill me on every single level, and a couple other things. I was just like, just make it perfect, but it's blind. I don't know who it is. I'm just asking. And then I had it up, and for a long time I'd look at the sigil, and eventually, like, it was just up, and I was like, it's all good, whatever, because I put blood on it on the sigil and put it up there. And I just eventually burned it, and it just kind of moved on, and months happened, and then a lot of awesome things occurred. I'm just gonna put it that way, and that will be for another episode. But you're going to find the right person if you're more about the intent of who it is, instead of putting that intent into someone else that you could be making up inside of your own mind. And I know that's hard, and I know that sucks to hear for some people, because I, for one, if I heard myself say that the years ago when I used to obsess over different chicks and do all this shit, I would be angry at myself. I would be like, oh my God, this person's wrong. No. And it would be like a reflection of, like, that isn't a reality, though. You gotta love yourself. So I'm gonna do some spirit reviews, because I have a lot of content coming out, and I also want to be able to do shout outs as well as help out other people. So look forward to that. Like and subscribe. And if you have any other ideas and things you want to hear me talk about, awesome. But if not, just be prepared. Buckle up, because there's a lot of things coming out, a lot of things coming together, and I appreciate everyone. So love yourself, and then love shall find you. Oh my gosh. I'll be Peace.